back here with Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman of Horsley here alongside with our volleyball coach, Chase Soennichsen. The Chase Show once again coming back at you, and I'm back here with another Coach's Corner. And Coach, I know it's been a little bit since we've last talked, but you guys get to go do something very special this week and get to go take on postseason for the first time in program history. How do you think your first year at Gillette College has been so far?
You know, it's been pretty exciting. It's been good. We've knocked down a bunch of barriers, and the girls, when we talked about postseason, they're like, "Wait, we can do that?" Like, yeah, we got to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the script has been written out for them, and they followed the script. And we got to Saturday. I'm like, "Okay, we have to win in 4."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, okay, no worries." Well, I'm like, "Okay then."
So it did get a little.
It did. It got exciting, but
yeah, it did.
You know, they came out the fourth set. In the end of the season, you hope you're prepped for the end of the year, and it finally just gelled. It was nice to just sit there and enjoy the game.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I watched you. You know, I was calling the game on our Pronghorn Athletics YouTube page. Again, if you want to go check that out, the games are all on there. But I was like sitting back. I was watching you, and then I was watching the players. I was just like, huh, he seems really chill today.
Yeah, it was great. It was nice to be in that seat, you know, because there's been a few times where I'm up, down, round, and round. I'm like, oh, the Eastern coach can do it today. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
Absolutely. No. And, you know, it kind of felt like that last set, too. It kind of felt like it was going to be like a 25-3 situation because they just had a lot of momentum. Eastern Wyoming then came back, but it never came back to a point to where you guys lost the momentum. You guys just kept on pushing. Has that kind of been the story of the season so far?
We get into situations where we're doing well, and then we get too comfortable, and then a light will go off them like, oh yeah, we got to win. This isn't just for fun. So then they'll find another gear and go back out. I'm like, girls, just play hard the whole time. But that's been our MO this year.
Yeah.
Start off well, and then get too comfortable, let them catch back up, and then they're like, haha, not today, and get back after it.
You know, and that's always the good part is whenever you're able to have a little bit of momentum, have some spurts that are like, but, you know, it kind of felt like preseason really kind of started the momentum. Obviously, 14-1, one of the best starts in program history for the volleyball program here, and then it kind of spiraled a little bit. You had some really tough matches with Central Wyoming, Casper College, and it just, but you were still able to find the wins, which that was a big thing because if you weren't able to find those conference wins, we might not be talking about a Region 9 tournament right now.
Right. These sophomores are so hungry, and the freshmen stepped on board, and you just flat out ask them, are we done, or what's the deal? Like, are we just coasting the rest of the year? And that was not the general census out of the group, so they dug in and got back after it at practice, and these are the results.
You know, and that's something that I've been seeing on the court with, Paige Rose and how she's been able to really kind of take the libero position as turning more into a leader situation. Every single time I saw her come, she grabbed her teammates after a score and like say, hey, all right, hey, come back over here, get us refocused. And has that been the common theme? I know at the beginning of the year we talked with her and that's what she wanted to do. Do you think that's kind of worked?
I think Paige Rose was happy with her role of just digging a ball, keeping us in the play. But I've challenged her. I'm like, you're way too good for that small of a role. So I threw into the third captain spot. I said, the defense is yours. If something goes wrong, it's on you. It's not on them. So she has taken 100% responsibility for them and
that's awesome.
Talked people down and, just reminded them what we do on defense, and it's really paid off.
You know, that's really cool, especially having someone that you can really respect, relate to, and obviously these girls respect her as well too. Where else, you probably wouldn't be in this position.
We wouldn't be in this position because we didn't have, yes, we have captains, but we didn't have anyone that really took the bull by the horn, say. And Paige Rose has. She flat out, now the girls look to her, they ask her questions, and that's just a level of respect we didn't have before. It was just everyone, oh, it's okay. Yeah. Paige Rose can say, hey, let's get going. And they're like, okay, we better get going.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a couple girls that we want to talk with too during the show, but first off, we're going to talk with Paige Rydessel, and let's talk a little bit about her. All the play that I've seen from her, every single game I've called, it feels like she has just been a powerhouse left and right, been set up for some great kills, and she played a really big role against Eastern Wyoming this past weekend?
It's been the Kenzie and Kate Vondrak show on the right sides, and I've been waiting for a breakthrough from my outsides, Talon and Paige. And this weekend, stat-wise, across the board, offensively, defensively, they both had double-doubles. Paige, probably her best match she's had, both offensively and defensively. It was awesome to see her just relax and play, and get rid of all the other added commotion outside and just play volleyball.
What's been the biggest thing that you've challenged her with this season?
100% mental toughness. She used to get after herself way too hard on herself, dwell on stuff, but now she's just playing rapid, flow-free, just gets after it, and she knows that I love aggressive errors, and I think she finally understands that that's true, and so she can just get after it. I don't care. Get to it, Paige.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk with Paige when we come back here with more of our Coach's Corner. And welcome back here to Coach's Corner. We're now joined here by Paige Meidessel. And Paige, how are you doing coming off of that really big win this past week?
So good. I'm so excited for just not only me, but my entire team. We worked super hard and went out there and played super good. So yeah, I'm super excited.
The really cool part is you are a Gillette native. So what does this mean that you were able to bring the first program going to postseason? What does that mean for you, especially doing it here in Gillette?
Yeah, I'm just super excited. I'm part of the Pronghorn family. I don't know, I just feel like that's a big, chip on my shoulder that I get to add, and just being part of Gillette and bringing that home and working hard for my family, all my supporters from Gillette too that have watched me since I was in junior high. So yeah.
It's really cool because you had a lot to do with that win this past weekend. I mean, you just kind of felt like everywhere they were setting you up for shots, and you were just trying to get those kills left and right. When that's happening, do you think a lot of momentum just keeps pushing y'all's way, especially when those shots get set up that way?
Oh, absolutely. I'm constantly telling my setter, set me the ball, set me the ball. I really just didn't want that to be my last game. And I was playing for my team and my sophomores at that point. We just worked so hard last year and this year. I could not be our last game. So that's what just kept driving me to next shot, get this ball up. I was diving, getting those kills for my teammates. Just really what it came down to was for my team.
The cool part, you guys went 14-1 in preseason, had a little struggles in conference, but you're making the Region 9 tournament. Do you think that big 14-1 spot really kind of helped you guys project to where you guys are at now?
I do think so, yeah. I mean, we started off strong, so going into the conference season, we knew that we could do it, but when we had that little hiccup, we were 14-1, that's what just kept coming back to, we can win games and just get back to what we knew how to do, play volleyball, have fun at the end of the day, and so yeah.
What would you say, or who would you say has been probably the toughest competition you guys have faced so far this year?
Definitely Casper, but all the teams were really tough for us, I feel, but definitely Casper, they're really good.
Casper?
Yeah.
You guys wanted one really bad there. When they came here, I could tell you guys wanted it. It was so close. And then when you went there, it was the same situation.
Yeah.
What do you think makes them so dominant?
Definitely their offense. They just know how to put balls away, and also they just really are really good at not making mistakes, just keeping positive numbers.
So another person I kind of want to talk about here, you have Josie Overson, who made some really great plays, but also Kalia Pitts. My goodness, she just acted like she was a wall this past week. What have you seen from her?
That fire, she's just always ready to go. We're always talking about we have got to go, got to be now, next point. She just wants to kill the ball. She wants to win all of the time. We go into the huddle, she's like, okay, right now, let's go. She just has a great fire within her, and we just get along great with that. So.
Whether you're libero, Paige Rose, I mean, she's just everywhere on that ball, diving for loose balls, or making sure that your team is really set up. What have you seen from her leadership this year?
It's just done a full 180 from last year. She's just amazing. I'm oh, I know she's going to get this ball. I have so much confidence in her. She's a great libero, so she's just great. Yeah, she also has a great fire. She wants to get every ball up, and she's very good at doing things for us and making sure she gets a good pass for us.
So with this being your sophomore year, what does the future hold? Does it, have some extra school involved, or what all does that entail for you?
I will be going into the nursing program. I don't know if I'll be here or if I'll go somewhere else, but I think I'll be done playing volleyball which is sad, but I just kind of want to focus on nursing.
Kind of focus on this.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes, you want to keep playing the sport, but unfortunately, sometimes it comes to an end.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way when I was doing college bowling. It just kind of came to an
Yeah.
end, and it
Yep.
sucks, but
Yeah.
it's just part of life. But
Right.
you know what the cool part is you could, coach
Yeah.
as well too. So have you looked at maybe doing like some, nursing programs, but also looking like maybe for a grad assistant coaching job or anything like that?
I haven't, but that's like honestly a great thought because I've been coaching like high schoolers and stuff, and I've been getting paid for that too. So it's kind of like a little side job, so I could see myself doing that for sure.
Yeah. So you were a Camel, right? You came out of Campbell County. How do you think the volleyball season went for them?
I think they struggled for sure. My sister played; she's a senior this year too. I think they struggled a little bit, but they went out and gave it their all at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it didn't fall their way. They didn't make it to state, but I mean they went and gave it their all. So that's all you can really ask for.
Absolutely. Now, is your sister going to be coming here to Gillette playing volleyball, or what looks good? What's the outcome for her?
I'm actually unsure about her as well. She doesn't know she wants to play yet. I think deep down she wants to go somewhere and play, but she just needs to get started on the recruiting process and see if she really does want to do that before
Yeah.
it's too late.
Definitely. It kind of feels like, right now is like the peak point. Everyone's looking for the recruits, doing what you can find, but then once you get further into your senior year, you're like, okay, maybe it's too late, maybe
Right.
it's there, and so it's kind of one of those situations. Now, for you, do you hope she goes plays? Like, do you hope she continues?
I do. I think she's definitely capable of it, and I mean, there's a school for everyone. I feel like so. I think she definitely could, and whether that be here maybe or just anywhere else, I think she should do it.
So are you guys 2 years apart?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. That was like, so sophomore, senior, I
Yep.
was like trying to get that figured out. So I have a little brother, we're 2 years apart too, and so it's like,
Yeah.
were you guys neck and neck throughout your whole lives together?
Yeah, we're very, very close. We never actually got to play together, but we were very close in
Yeah.
everything. We played soccer together, basketball together, so.
So
Yeah.
who teaches the most? Like who coaches the most? Like, is it you? Is it her?
Oh,
who,
me
who,
for
who-
sure. Yeah, she actually like all of our games. I'm sitting right by her. I'm like, dump here, tip there, deep corners are open. I'm like telling her everything. And she's like always looking at me. So
Yeah.
I think she looks up to me a lot. So
No, that's awesome. Well, are you? I know you're pretty excited about coming up. Postseason. It starts up on Wednesday. You guys have a tough match taking on the number 4 team in the country.
yeah,
When you look at that, have you seen any film yet of what they've been doing?
yes, I have seen a film. They have got some big girls, like 6'6", one of them on the right side, which I'll be blocking. So I think we're just gonna have to really come down to just get that fire under us again, have fun. We play the best when we're having fun. We struggled in the conference because we weren't really having fun. But that last game during Eastern, we just went out and doing it for each other and we're having fun. So, and also just focusing on our fundamentals and everything we've worked on throughout the entire season.
Making Region 9 tournament is a huge deal. And as we said, this is the first time in program history ever to do it, which is awesome. But, you want to have fun, but you also really want to come out. You really want to show what Gillette power is. And so you really want to go win. But what's the main mindset for you guys? I mean, you've made it. Is it that it? Or are you guys trying to bring home that Region 9 title?
Bring home Region 9. I mean, that's got to be our number one. Competitive, fun, but also at the end of the day, want to bring out something home. Like, can't go all this way and make it there and not do anything and bring nothing back,
Absolutely. Well, have you looked at the bracket yet of how everything's going down, or are you just like, oh, we got the number 4 team.
Yeah,
That's what we're focusing
got number
on.
4, and then I know that, nothing much after that. I've just looked at it, that's probably my main focus right now.
So you're going to Nebraska. I was kind of hoping you guys would go somewhere a little cooler than Nebraska,
Right,
but
right.
and you guys have been to Nebraska this year, right?
Well, we went there, we went to North Platte, and then we went to Scottsbluff last year, so.
So you're right back into going at it again.
Yep.
So is there anything fun that you guys have found in Nebraska that you guys might be going back and doing?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Any food places that you guys have found that have been pretty good?
We went to Cane's last time. So
Okay,
that was
Cane's
good.
Cane's is a win all the time.
Yeah, that was so good. So yeah.
Cane's is absolutely my favorite chicken place.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then the cane sauce with it.
Oh, yeah.
Even like the Texas toast. Now, do you get it with the coleslaw or without the slaw?
Without.
Oh, yes. There we go. Perfect.
Without extra bread.
Yes. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Some people even will make it into a sandwich and do
Oh,
it that way.
wow.
I've seen people do that, and I'm like, no, I'm just eating
Yeah,
the chicken.
me-
I'll eat the Texas toast
right,
later.
by itself, too.
Absolutely.
It's so
So before we get you out of here, what's the pregame drink, pregame meal that you like to have before each match?
good. I don't really have one. I just eat a lot of fruit.
You want a lot of fruit?
I think if I do a pregame thing, it'll be my music. I always have to listen to music, my Blasted Baby playlist.
Your Blasted Baby playlist?
Blasted Baby is what it's called.
Why?
I don't know, it's just what I did in high school, and it just stuck, and it gets me going, and yeah.
Is it just like random songs, or is it like the artist is Blasted Baby?
Nope, it's just random
Oh,
songs.
random.
but-
Okay. I was like, there's a Blasted Baby as an
No,
artist?
no,
Hold
no,
up.
no. That's just the playlist name, and it has all my songs I've listened to throughout high school, and
What's the hypest song in that playlist?
oh my gosh.
It's a great song.
I know. I don't really know. They're all so good. I just love Alive by Empire of the Sun.
Okay.
It's really good. Yeah.
So is there a lot of like 2090s, 80s?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's the oldest generation in that list?
Definitely 80s. Believe it
80s?
or not, I do listen to a lot of older music. My dad and he made myself grow up on that. So yeah.
I understand that. I go all the way back to like the Four Seasons with now people, know them as the Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
But that was like I grew up with them, and then like Tom T. Hall, like
Okay.
Great Country. I'm aging myself for a second, but it's just like those really good artists. It kind of feels like
Yeah.
that's where music was made, and then now I don't know where music went.
I agree. I agree 100%. Like, what is this stuff nowadays? I don't even know. I'm not even that old, so.
Yeah, I'm really not that old yet. I'm almost 30, but I still got like 5 years to go off that. But it's still like I feel old every time I talk about it,
Yeah.
or like I don't know what the new sayings are, like all the different like memes and things like
Right,
that.
right.
Like I just found out what like clocked mean yesterday at my life group. I was like, what is clock? A clock is right there on the wall. I'm
Right.
confused.
Right, I know.
Did you know what that means?
I do know what that means.
So what's the other like? What's the other versions of like things that like? What's the new sayings out there?
I try not to. I don't really know, honestly. Clocked. I really don't know.
No. Okay,
no.
guess I'm not the only one. That's
No,
good.
yeah.
Or at least you'll know what it means. I also learned that like a crush is no longer a crush anymore. Like it's something like completely different.
I actually don't know that one.
Yeah,
so.
I found this one out yet. Well, one of my friends is a teacher, so she
Okay,
gets
yeah.
like all the teenagers. Apparently, it's a huzz.
Oh, right. Yes.
Is what the
Yep, that
is what the new range is. And I'm sitting over here. I just call it a crush.
Right.
Like when it's Valentine's Day and people did your crush grams, you had your orange crush.
Right.
A crush. So
Right,
that's just
yeah.
kind of how I feel. But all right, back to volleyball real fast. Last question. What are your 3 big keys to win against the number 4 team this coming up week?
I would say just our fundamentals need to be on. Like all of our sophomores. I mean, our starting lineup just has to be on. I mean, in the games that we've struggled, we've had myself or other teammates just being off, and that's just not going to work for us. We all have to be on, and that's how it was in the Easter game. We were all ready to go. I'd say our defense has been winning games for us. We've just been so scrappy, not letting anything hit the floor. And then I think our competitive fun has to be in there too. So
Awesome. Perfect. Well, Paige, I appreciate you.
thank you
and
so much.
Thanks for joining us here on
Yeah.
Coach's Corner.
Yeah, thank you.
More to come here as we'll bring back here with Coach Soennichsen coming up after this. And welcome back here with Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside again with head coach Chase Soennichsen. We just heard from Paige. We heard everything that she's been kind of doing. But one of the things that I kind of talked with her a little bit at the end was all these new sayings. Like, what's the newest saying that the girls are saying for you guys? Is there any new saying so far that you've heard?
Our mottos keep it simple, stupid.
Okay.
So just a friendly reminder, you got to keep them interested. So with our hitting, we have "Hey girl, hey," and it fits the term, like "Hey girl, hey," and it reminds them of a few key stupid things to do, and success usually follows.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You know, it's crazy the different amount of sayings people come up with. And I was telling her after we got off, it was let me ask you this: do you know what the word of the year is?
I don't.
Okay, the word of the year is 6'7".
Okay.
That's the word of the year. Apparently, it means like so or something. I don't know. I think it's weird. I don't think 6'7's a word. It's a number.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's all these new like teenage slangs that are coming up with. Have you heard any of the new slang
I
words?
honestly, you after doing so many years, you just zone a lot of stuff out. Like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. You
That's
just go with
beautiful,
it.
Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, does he realize what I just said? And we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, good job.
Yeah, no, I take a lot of like my references from like movies and stuff, not from weird songs that apparently, and it's out of like a song. I don't remember what artist or something it was, but it's like a hip hop song that says like 6'7", apparently supposed to be like so, and I'm like, just say so. You don't even have to say like 6'7". Like it's weird, and yeah, no, that's one thing that like I think it's weird the amount of slang words, and it's just like texting. People will bring in like new text,
Or
like
break
TMO
it down.
or something like that.
Yes.
And I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah, LOL.
It's like I'm not.
okay.
Oh, well, I've got.
Yeah.
but the rest of them, it's like, what? I have to like use Siri sometimes and be like, what does this mean? Or Google.
Yeah, there'll be some girls that'll say something. I'm like, huh? You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah. You know, and I'm still in my 20s, but it's still like I feel like I'm getting old with all the new slang words, all the new texting lingo.
Well, especially working here, you hear just something new every day with these kids. And
I
I'm
mean,
like, oh
yeah,
God,
I mean,
changing.
that's what I love about broadcasting is like I learn new different words from these from the high schoolers all the way up to the college kiddos. But I'm like, what? And I'm like, and I'm 3 years older, maybe 2 years older than you. What are you saying?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Exactly. So, speaking of what we're talking about is, postseason play coming into Region I tournament. But we've got another player that we want to kind of like talk with, and we'll talk more Region I tournament when we come back. Talking about some Kinsey for a little bit.
You know, Kenzie has been my solid since day one. And she's still giving results, still getting better. She's hungry to learn every day, and we're not done yet.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of kids that I've had, before were done 3 weeks ago. Not her. She's still asking questions. Mm-hmm. Even during the games, like, hey, what can I do to, like, hey, let's just do this. And then she'll do it instantly. She's a dream kid.
A dream kid. I like that. The wonder kid.
Yes.
Is there anything so far that you've learned from her this year that's been kind of like over the top?
Yeah, I can't trust her on challenges and stuff. She's like, I'll ask her questions that affect the game, and she's up to strike 6 or 7. I don't know.
Oh no!
She's lost me a couple challenges on the road, and I'm like, Kenzie, you are fired.
Goodness.
I'm not asking you anymore.
That's crazy. So what happens if you lose a challenge? Is it like cost like a timeout or anything?
Well, so you have 2 challenges throughout the first 4 sets. And if you win the challenge, you get to keep it. But if you lose it. So then you're down to 1 challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, and Kenzie's talked me out of a couple.
All right. Well, we'll talk with Kinsey coming up here after this. We'll be back here with more Coach's Corner. And welcome back here with Coach's Corner. We are now joined by Mackenzie King, also known as Kinsey. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Kind of nervous, but
kind of nervous. We'll shake those nerves all the way off. I feel like you have more nerves playing at a volleyball game than talking to me. How does that work?
Volleyball, I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable. Like I can know what to expect, but I don't know. I'm just nervous.
You're just talking. Hey, just casual conversation. All right. It's all the flow.
Yeah.
So. First off, you're from Burns, Oregon. Tell us a little bit about Burns, Oregon.
Burns, Oregon is definitely a lot smaller than Gillette. A lot of my teammates don't really believe it, but then I say like, oh, we have 3 stoplights in our whole town, and they're like, oh, wow. So it's definitely a lot bigger. Weather's kind of the same. Still, it gets pretty cold, but Burns are just kind of in the middle of a desert, middle of nowhere. So
3 stoplights.
3 stoplights in the whole. Yep.
How many stop signs?
Oh, there's quite a bit.
Okay,
of those.
okay.
Yeah.
So at least we're not just like running amok, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So what's the largest city next to Burns?
The largest city is about 2 hours away, which is Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
Yep. Where a lot of, I guess it's pretty popular with like Central Oregon. Most people know where Bend is, I guess.
So would you say Burns is probably like, you say out in the desert, but probably out in like the boondocks and like country town, all that? So did you grow up like riding horses and any of that type of stuff?
I did, well, when I was younger, we did have horses. We owned a farm. We owned an alfalfa pivot, so we like put hay up on that every summer. But yeah, Burns is just pretty much full of farmers and ranchers around there, so that's basically what I've been growing up around.
So did you play volleyball your whole life, or were there other sports?
Volleyball was a big one, yeah, that I played since I was way little. I also played basketball until I was in 8th grade, and then I played Little League baseball until I was in 5th grade, and then I switched to softball and played it all throughout high school.
That's awesome. So did you want to continue playing softball through college, or was volleyball the main thing?
It was kind of a toss between the two, but I just decided that I like volleyball more. I like the team aspect of it more, but softball will definitely still be a good sport too.
So you got to play some t-ball. Did you have pitching machine or coach pitch?
We did both.
You did
it kind of
both?
depended on
Okay.
the game, yeah. Yep.
And no, we had so before coach pitch happened, we had pitching machine, and then when coach pitch started, that's when I was already playing like live pitch, going up against kids, pelting you.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of control
Yeah,
in the first
exactly.
place. So yeah, definitely got pelted by a lot of baseballs in my day. But no, it's always crazy, like the different rule changes that just keep going. Was there any different rule things in volleyball now that you've kind of seen difference-wise?
I would say definitely moving, because like we're in college now, everyone's good, but like it's definitely is a change from being like in a small 3A school. Like you can have a couple good players on a team and like depend on those two a lot, but then when you come to college, like everyone has to come together to fill that team, if that makes sense.
Was there anything from like maybe a coach, a mentor that's been like stuck in your head ever since? You're just like, all right, get out of my head. Is there any of those things?
I would say my high school coach, Paulatoni, she coached me in like club all the way up through high school, and she just always was just like the supporting coach. So whenever I like made a mistake or something, I'd just look over at her and be like, what am I doing? And she's like, just play. Like, you know how to do it. Like, you know what you're doing. You trust your body. I know I've taught you this. Like, just go out and do it. And so that's like stuck with me a lot. And that's what I go through in my head a lot of the time when I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not doing this, doing that? Like, like I know what I'm doing. Just like trust that I can do it.
What's been the hardest transition for you from, the high school ranks to the college ranks? Has there been anything that's been like, crap, man, now I got to figure out how to do that, or has everything been super easy for you?
I would say it is a bit difficult, especially playing a bunch of good teams in our conference. Teams adjust well to everything, and so you like once they start like picking up balls or something, you have to change to something new. Which in like high school, usually you can just swing away and like hope like get a kill mostly every time.
Yeah.
But like high school, you have to be like more strategic, I think, and adapt to their adaptations to your playing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So in high school, did you guys come away with maybe like any postseason berths? Did you make it to state, win state? How did that go?
So for volleyball, my freshman year, it was like the COVID year, and so a bunch of the teams like came together anyways, and we made a bracket, and we ended up winning it, and it pretty much would have been all the same teams that would have been in there anyway. Yeah. So we ended up winning that, and then my sophomore year we came away with a state championship. My junior year we came away with we made it to the state championship, but then got second, and then my senior year, I ended up tearing my ACL, so I really didn't play much my senior year at all. But we came away with, I believe it was 6th at state.
Hey, there you go.
So, yeah.
And it kind of feels like when you get injured and you're having to watch your team, it probably doesn't feel very great. But
No.
how was that transition, like going from being like one of those star players to now like, oh, now I gotta cheer on my team, but I really want to be out on the court.
Yeah.
Is that a pretty hard transition?
It definitely is. It definitely took a toll on me, that's for sure. But like I had surgery, and then immediately the day after I had surgery, it was our first state playoff game, and I told my mom, I said, I don't care, I'm going. I don't give me all the drugs you want. I'm going to that game. And so I crutched in there, sat in the bleachers. I don't even know what was going on probably, but I still sat there and cheered. And
That's awesome.
it was definitely like to prove to me that I could do it for them, since they're like going on and playing and stuff. So like I wanted to prove that I could also still be there, cheer and support them. So it was definitely hard at first, but it got better after a while.
What does it mean for you to be on a team this year that is the first time in history that you guys are heading to postseason play? What does that mean for you?
It means so much. I think it's so cool that since even last year, like this group of sophomores that we have coming back, I think that we really wanted to push this year and like prove that we don't suck, because we really don't, and we have a lot of talent. And I think it's really cool that we can just like prove that we can do this, coming from a 0-12 season to this year making it to the postseason. I think it's really cool, and I'm just so proud of all of us sophomores like sticking up and playing for each other and doing what we do, I guess.
What have you seen from Coach that's really kind of like pushed you guys to know, hey, we can do this in that mindset?
I think that him just telling us that he knows that what we're capable of and the potential we have, and like we'll have a crappy day at practice or things just won't go our way or something, and be like, hey, like you're still doing what I'm asking you to do. Like you're not failing in those aspects. It's just not the outcome we wanted. And so that's good to hear that we're still improving even if it doesn't feel like it, and that we still are good.
You know, in the part of the process, you know, he had to interview with you girls, and then he also interviewed with the board before he was able to come in. Was there anything that kind of stuck to you whenever you were maybe having that interview, maybe if you were in that room or on the video call with him? Was there anything that kind of stuck from what he said?
I think just like how quick he was to like joke around with us. Like we'd ask him a question, and he would just immediately like pick on one person, but like not in a bad way. It was just like a comfortable like coach-player relationship, if that made sense. So it was kind of cool to like, we just met him and we already have this kind of relationship with him.
So you think the switch has been really successful?
I do, yeah.
That's awesome. So going to Nebraska, is there anything there that's like maybe a food choice thing that you guys got to go to this past, during the season that you're like, man, we got to go back, that we got to go eat this again, or maybe go do something? Anything of those natures?
I'm really hoping that we go to a Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
I'm really hoping. We haven't been to one this season. We went to like an Olive Garden maybe once, but that's been about it. But I'm really
you want a Texas Roadhouse? What's your go-to choice?
Any of the steaks.
Any of the steaks.
Yep.
Okay, now the big question: what do you have it cooked as?
Medium.
Man.
Yep.
I thought we were gonna get the. You don't like medium rare at all?
No, too much pink, too much blood.
Too much pink.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you go to Texas Roadhouse, there's not even enough pink at all. It's like, I love Texas Roadhouse, but it's like you order medium rare, and sometimes it's medium. So it's like you got to order rare to get medium rare. It kind of feels like in those regards. Same thing with Chili's or something with those steaks. So
that's fair. But too much pink for me, yeah.
Too much pink, okay. What's the best steak you've ever had?
The best steak I've ever had? Ooh. So back home, we used to, me and my older brother, we would do like 4-H and FFA. Okay. And so we'd show steers, and so my parents bought a steer one year, and we had it butchered and everything, and that was probably the best steak I've ever had.
You raised that one. So, and you showed that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you're like, this is ours, we're eating this thing, and that's awesome. So now you kind of opened up another can of worms. I mean, so you're a part of the FFA. Did you get to go to the national convention in Indy?
I did not get the chance to because of sports in high school. It just wasn't able to work out. But I did. I was able to go to our state convention for Oregon, which is held in like Redmond or something. So I got to go to that one year, but I was an officer, so the rest of our officer team went to national convention. So that kind of sucked staying behind. But
did your brother ever get to go? Or
he did not. No.
No. So as an officer, what leadership skills did you learn from there to really kind of contribute to volleyball?
I would say a big one is like organizing and like time management, because like there's just so much to do, and like you only have like 5 or 6 officers to help do it, and so like organizing and making sure like everything has a plan, and then like time management, making sure you get stuff done before or like by the deadline. And I think that helps with volleyball a lot, like organizing, even like making sure you have your jerseys, your shoes, all that stuff, but then also managing your time well to fit in everything else of your life, doing homework, eating well, like that sort of thing too.
So what major are you working towards right now?
I'm going to school for athletic training.
Athletic training? Okay, so after you're done here, because you get your associates, what would you be finishing off here with? Would you finish off with a trainer degree or with an associates in training, or how?
I was kind of just like the pre-classes to it, a lot of like taping and wrapping classes, kind of just like the basic maths you need, biology, that kind of thing. So then after here, I'll transfer to a 4-year, finish my schooling for athletic training, and then go into athletic training school for 2 years, and then finally be done.
A lot of schooling.
Yeah.
A lot of schooling.
Yeah.
Is there a certain 4-year university you're kind of looking at right now? Are you wanting to go back to Oregon? How is that all working for you?
Honestly, I really have no idea where in the heck I'm going to go. Preferably it would be somewhere closer to home, because right now I'm about 17 hours or so from it.
Yeah, I'm about 3-hour difference from you.
Yeah.
I'm 14 hours away from home. So.
Yeah, it's a lot. So probably not like in Oregon, but somewhere in Idaho.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you wanting to continue playing volleyball, like maybe at a 4-year, or are you just going to kind of take a step back and just be like, I'm just going to focus on school?
I think playing volleyball would be really cool if that was offered. If it's not the end of the world, but I would like to try and play, yeah.
You want to go D1, go play at like, so if Nebraska offered you, would you go there
I would
instead
definitely
of
go to Nebraska, yeah. That's for sure.
God, like, Nebraska's so good.
It's crazy.
It's crazy that they filled up a full football stadium.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
It's kind of like OU's gymnastics, like they could fill up anywhere, and then it's like now you've got volleyball with Nebraska, they could fill up anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like those sports that people don't give a lot of attention to, they're the ones that when fans like really want to break a record or something, they show up to every time.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch that game?
I did not know. I don't know what I was doing, but probably volleyball or something like that.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
But yeah.
So, yeah, but so okay, fun questions. What's the new slang word that you've kind of been hearing? Maybe that you say all the time. What's the new word?
I don't even know. I feel like all the basic ones, I guess, are like I've heard, but like I don't know if I use any, I guess.
Okay, what would be some of the ones that you've heard that you're just like, that was dumb?
A lot of them are dumb, I have to say, a lot of them. Like, just like 6, 7?
Yep.
Why? Just so confusing to me.
Do you want to know a fun fact if you don't know already? It's the word of the year.
The word of the year
is 6-7.
Wow.
I don't know how you can make it a word because it's not a word.
Yeah.
It's literally numbers. I think of it as like, 6 to 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the numbers.
Yeah.
Not.
Interesting.
But apparently it's supposed to mean like so-so or something like that. I don't know. And that's why they do like their hand gestures of like this. And I'm like, why don't you just say so-so or I don't know or somewhat?
I agree.
It's like it's so much easier. So
That's
fair. It's definitely a weird one.
Yeah,
Any other weird ones that you've heard, or maybe through TikTok or Tic Tac from some people that say?
I would say that's the one that I hear the most. Yeah.
Is 6-7?
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
would say.
Yeah, no, I went with Tic Tac because my mom or she never knew what TikTok was, and so she always called it like Tic Tac, like Tic Tac or something,
Yeah.
and I was just like, no, it's TikTok. It used to be Vine,
Yeah.
back when clips were like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But now apparently we have to have like it. They've expanded it all the way to 10 minutes now on some of your stuff, but yeah, it's
crazy.
do you make a
Yeah.
lot of TikToks?
I do not know.
No?
Not a big TikToker. No.
Not a big TikToker. You don't want to be a
No.
big influencer?
No.
The athletic trainer influencer?
No, I don't think that would be for me.
Understandable. Okay, what's your pregame drink, pregame meal that you like to have, or maybe like a pregame song or something that you like to listen to?
I would say a pregame meal. I always have like a Nature Valley makes these like wafers
Mm-hmm.
that I always have one of those before a game. I don't know why. I just think it makes me play better, so
Yeah.
we just go with it. But when I was in high school, I was very superstitious about how my game day went. I would always go have lunch with my mom every single game day that we had.
That's awesome.
And I'd have like the same thing over.
Same place every single time.
Same place every time.
How much did your mom stop liking that place?
Well, it was at her work, so.
Okay.
it was-
So
it
she
was
was already
convenient.
eating there every single day anyways.
Exactly. So it was just like a little addition. But yeah, I'd say I always have one of those, and then I usually try and have a Gatorade, but that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
No flavor. Like what flavor of Gatorade are you like a
Usually get the blue one.
blue one?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like the normal blue, right? I think it's like the blue raspberry.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was like
Yes.
trying to think of all the different ones. There's so
There's
many.
a lot, yeah.
There's a
There
cucumber
is.
one. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for a pickle one to come out because I kind of want to try that. It sounds so good. So yeah, are you a pickle girl?
I am.
Are you-
I like pickles.
So not a sponsor, but Jimmy John's. They've got the pickle witch.
I haven't tried that, and
I
want
haven't
to
tried it
so
either,
bad.
and I'm like, I kind of want to try
Yeah.
this out. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know how long they go for, but apparently they've got like new pickle chips, and then like it's literally, for those that don't know what a pickle witch is, it's literally a bottom pickle, top pickle, smashed together with meat, cheese, all the
Yeah,
fixins.
I want to try it. I think it would be good.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. But okay, 3 quick keys to taking down this number 4 team in the country to really propel you guys here for the tournament.
I think three keys that would help us would just all of our hitters like being on and being smart with placing the ball and everything, like not necessarily going in for a kill, but placing the ball smart, taking out like their setter or something for the first ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if the opportunity arises, taking advantage of an open net or whatever. So just being smart on offense. I think our defense needs to keep doing a great job of getting scrappy touches on it. I think that'll help. And then I think another big key is just like having confidence going into
Right.
it to know that we can take this team and just being confident, not necessarily cocky, but like confident that we have the skill to do it.
Absolutely. Well, Kinsey, we appreciate your time, and thank you so much for joining us here on Coach's Corner.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Once again, that's here with Kinsey King, or Mackenzie King goes for short as well. But we'll wrap things up here with head coach Chase Soennichsen coming up after this. We'll be back here with more Coach's Corner. And welcome back here with more of the Coach's Corner. Chase the Horseman Horsley here, and again, head coach Chase Soennichsen, as we are going to wrap things up. It's been a fun Chase's show once again, and that's what we need to name. Like when I interview you, instead of Coach's Corner, it's going to be the Chase Show.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fitting.
I know people are thinking we're getting too big of a head, just kind of seeing it blow up, like the. I don't know if you ever played it, but like Madden 09, they had like the big-headed football challenge things, and you just had like these massive heads and little
like those
bodies.
fat-
Yeah, and it's just like you were playing it. So that's kind of like every time I imagine it, it's like, oh, that situation.
Yeah,
But-
even on the Wii, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Everything has little bodies, you know.
Yeah, it's like the little body, big head, when you can make those me characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Whenever I had some anger, I always, I created another me character of that person.
Oh, funny.
Oh my goodness, it was a great time. Me and my grandpa got into it once, and I did the exact same thing. We called him Ugly 1 and Ugly 2 after.
gosh. I struggled long enough to make my first one so I could play the game. I can't imagine making two.
We had to make all of ours for our parents
Okay.
because it was they were so confused. Just like, so what eyebrow goes where?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's just one of those things where it's a lot of fun. You get to create a character, and it just kind of keeps going.
You just
But-
go with it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of going with it, again, you guys are heading to Nebraska. Are you pretty excited as a head coach, getting ready to head out there?
I am. This is a crazy week. I get to head down tomorrow early. I have regional meetings, and then Coach Stanek will load the girls up at 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning and head down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we could be there for 2 days or we could be there for a week. Just depends on how we play.
Just depends. It'd be awesome. Getting to hopefully be there for a week. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it would
so
be.
that would be definitely something. Hopefully we can try and throw some interviews and stuff together, throw some Zoom calls or something like that, so we can kind of keep everyone in the loop on that. So, but when you kind of look at this round, you have the number 4 team in the nation for the first round. What are your aspirations? Obviously, a win. But besides that, what do you want to see from these from the kids?
We've been 110% effort all year. I just stick to what we know best, and that's defense right now. We can wear these big teams out. Mm-hmm. Eventually, hopefully, they make an error or two.
Absolutely. Casper College obviously will be there as well too, and there might be a chance where you guys actually do have to face them. But for those that don't know the Region 9 tournament format, explain kind of what's going to go down, because we talked about you can lose at least one and then you're still keep going, but a lot of people are like, oh, you got to win, you got to keep winning, you got to win every game.
No, it's interesting. It's a true double elimination because they split to the north and the south, and top 4 qualified from the north, top 4 from the south, and then it's just a double elim tournament. If you win, you stay in the top bracket. If you lose, you go to the bottom. So there's still 2 champions there, and we're 4 out of the north, and so we get to play 1 out of the south, which is the only southern team that we haven't played this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. So now you get them. So
Yeah.
now you
Why
get
not?
them.
Yeah,
Now you've played every southern team.
Yeah.
But okay, so explain this. So after the Region 9 tournament, then it goes off to big nationals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have to be? Is only one team qualifying, or since there's 2 champions, do both? Go?
There's
How
one.
does that work?
The champion gets an automatic bid, and depending on how the rest of the world shapes out, there could be another qualifier, but who knows? Your best bet is to win.
Right.
Yeah, an at-large bid.
Win the Region 9 tournament to get those at-large bid. So it's basically kind of like with basketball. You got to go through the conference tournament, and then hopefully, if you win that tournament, then you're in. But if not, then you've got the at-large bid situation. But that's all over the whole nation. So you want to make sure that it kind of gets taken care of in those regards. So, no, that's awesome. Excited to get to see you guys. I'm glad I got that final call right there at the end. I was like, that was pretty awesome. So
that was pretty sweet.
Getting that final. I don't know. I heard from Paige. She said that I kept on getting her name right. So I was pretty excited because that was the one name I always messed up, I felt like. And so I was like, oh, I know she goes back and watch. Did you go back and watch that final set, all that for you?
Oh, yeah. I watched it 3 times. It's fun. It's fun. Should make the rest of the team watch it, too.
Yeah. No,
the energy was through the roof, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everyone,
The crowd was pretty loud,
Yeah,
too.
the crowd was loud. I mean, we saw, it looked like you were about to jump up in the air or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like. But before we get out of here, I think it was the soccer crew. I don't know who it was, but they just started circling.
I had no idea what was going on, and a few girls were looking at me, and I'm just standing there like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Just go with it. So I did.
I know. I saw that too because you were on your way trying to get up here so we could do an interview, And then all of a sudden, I just see kids just rounding around. And I was like, are we playing Ring Around the Rosie now?
Well, I think what I found out is some traditional sports song, like chant out of England, that they do there.
Okay.
So Jimmy and George threw it together as fast as they could, and next thing you know, I had Steven, a kid from Ireland, and they're all dancing. I'm like, okay, let's go. I have no idea what's going on.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, best of luck coming up against for the Region I tournament. Obviously, it's the number 4 team in the country. Not going to be a super easy match to really kind of focus on. So what would be the 3 biggest keys that you really want to make sure you hit on before I get you out of here?
Work hard, have fun, live in the moment.
Perfect. Couldn't said it better myself. So, Coach, we appreciate you joining you here on another Coach's Corner. And we will see you guys next time. From head coach Coach Soennichsen to Chase the Horseman Horsley, we will see you guys on another Coach's Corner.